Hello everyone. So we will begin with the next vegetation, that is the delta or tidal, or which is also known as the littoral forest. So please try to remember the names. It is known by the name delta, which is also known as tidal forest or littoral forest. So before we understand the climatic conditions, the various characteristics, let's try to understand what are tidal or littoral forests. So tidal, littoral or delta forests are forests which are found in wet marshy area, which are found in wet, marshy areas. So, forests which are found in wet, marshy areas or along the rivers, delta, or along the coast, such kind of forests are known as the delta, which is also known as tidal or littoral forest. Now, these forests are very, very important because it supports coastal fisheries. They support a lot of coastal fisheries. We even get wood timber from such forests, and it is home to variety of organisms, all right, living organisms. So that's why such forests are very, very important, because they support coastal fisheries, supplies wood, and is home to wild varieties of flora and fauna. So let's begin with the climatic conditions. The first climatic condition here are of little, even though climatic conditions are little important for this forest, because they thrive, meaning they survive in what kind of area? Marshy lands along the coastal areas at the mouth of the river, which is the delta, where the fresh water and the saline water meet. So they are always found in areas along the coast or in delta where there is fresh water meeting the sea saline water, which is very essential and very favorable for the growth of such forests. Temperature, I would say 24-degree, even though it's not mentioned here, but try to write down in a textbook. 24 degrees Celsius is the temperature. They need rainfall of 150 to 200 centimeter rainfall is required for the littoral or delta forest to grow. So that is an introduction and climatic conditions required for the delta or tidal or littoral forest. Now let's have a look at the important characteristics of this forest. So the important characteristics that the trunk of these trees is supported by number of silts. Okay, silt that is deposited by river, like roots which are submerged during high tides. You will notice that roots are completely submerged during high tides. Okay, so roots are completely submerged during high tides in the dry forest. They are dense, evergreen. Unlike other trees, they thrive in saline water. Salty water is very essential for their survival. And some of the important trees, now if you look into the picture, this is a picture of your Sundari tree, which is a very popular tree. Please correct it. It is Sundari, Sundari tree, okay, which is a very popular tree found in the littoral forest. They are light, okay, light in weight, strong, water resistant, and widely used for making boats. Okay, so they are hardwood, light in weight, okay, durable. Those are the characteristics of Sundari tree, and that is how it looks like. And you will notice that in the rainforest, if you look into the picture, they have breathing roots. Do you see the roots of the trees here? The roots of the trees here, meaning they're all outside, not below, not submerged below. So that is what is called breathing roots. That is known as your breathing, like how you breathe, breathing roots. Or the other name that is given to such roots is the aerial roots. All right. Now, why do they have breathing roots or aerial roots? Why are the roots not submerged inside? And why do you see the roots of the trees all outside, which is known as the breathing or aerial roots? So that they can absorb oxygen, because the soil is very, very poor in oxygen in the littoral area. That is why, to absorb oxygen, as soil is very poor, that is why roots are all outside. Second is to help the plant to survive shifting mud of the coastal region. As you all know, in the coastal region is flooded most of the time, and it keeps on moving, the mud keeps on shifting. So in order to survive with the shifting mud, the trees have aerial roots. So that's the two reasons why, very important characteristic of littoral forest is that the trees have aerial or breathing roots. The first reason why they have aerial or breathing roots is because to absorb oxygen, as the soil is poor in oxygen, to absorb oxygen. They have breathing or aerial roots because as the soil is poor in oxygen. And the second reason why they have breathing roots is to help the plant to survive to shifting mud. Okay, so shifting mud of the coastal region. So in order them to also move along with the movement of the silt or the mud, that is why they have aerial roots. There are other important species also that grows here. Amur is one. Okay, uh, Kiora is another. So please try to remember one more. And Sundar is very very important because you get question and name the following. So characteristics of Sundar is very important. They are hard, lightweight is important. So please try to remember the Sundar is lightweight, durable. Okay, durable is another characteristic. Durable and mostly used in making boat making is very very important. Okay, so Sundari is a very popular species that you find in the littoral or delta forest, which is also known as mangrove forest or tidal, swampy. There are many different names, so please try to remember the different names that are provided. Okay, so that is about your important trees or species. Now, distribution. Where do you find the littoral or delta forests? Sundarban is very, very important. I want you to remember Sundarban in the West Bengal region. Even in the deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, they are found. Alright. If you have to remember states, West Bengal, please try to remember. Even in Andaman and Nicobar, you would find. Alright. So littoral forests are mostly found in the Sundarban region of West Bengal, even in the deltas of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Andaman, Nicobar states like West Bengal. Okay, so that is the distribution, and if you can see here, how this area, the West Bengal region, is being shown. Even in the southern part, you will see, all right, not the eastern coastal plains region, you would find the littoral or delta forest. So this is how it looks like. If you look here, they all have aerial or breathing roots. That is what is known as aerial or breathing roots, so that they can absorb oxygen because soil is really poor in oxygen. And second is so that they can, help the plant to survive in shifting mud of the coastal region. Okay, so that is how it looks like. And this is a very famous Sundari tree which you find in the littoral forest. Like we've learned, it is lightweight, it is a hardwood, strong, water resistant, and is used for making boats. Okay, so that is it about the delta, littoral, or mangrove forest. If you have any questions, concerns, please feel free to rewatch the video first. And still, if you have, please try to get back with your questions and concerns. Thank you for watching.